Top 10 anime where the main characters rebirth to another world. One of the most appealing aspects of Isekai anime is how the protagonist literally gets to start again from the ground up. It is an exciting idea, and therefore once again we'll be talking about the main character who experienced rebirth to or from another world. We've got quite a few uncanny animes this time around, guys. I guarantee you'll find an anime or two that you haven't watched yet. Well then, shall we begin? Number 10. In the Lands of Leadale. The story follows a girl named Kiana Kagami. She was bedridden, simply wasting away as the days continue to pass by until one day when the life support failed and her life withered away. But little did she know, she'll then find herself in the world of her favorite virtual reality game called Leadale. Not only that, but she is also in the body of a pretty accomplished character. However, the game world as she knew it seems different from the one she is in right now. As it turns out, the world of Leadale is now 200 years in the future. Realizing this, our girl gets pretty excited. It's time to start a new journey. Number 9. Outbreak Company. Here we have an otaku named Shinichi Konao. As you can expect, he has little to no outside life other than anime, manga, and other video games. Of course, he is aware that his lifestyle is not good, and so he applies for a job. But before he knows it, he is kidnapped and then warped to a fantasy world full of elves, dragons, dwarves, and other kinds of mythical buddies. Looks like the Japanese government wanted him to spread the way of the otaku here in this fantasy world as well. That's right, all these races shall come to know the grace of anime and manga. Number 8. Full-Time Magister. This one is a Chinese anime. The story follows a high school student named Mofan who ends up in somewhat a different universe, a world where science has been replaced with magic. Although aside from this change, he is still the son of a poor laborer and the brother of a crippled sister. However, you bet he is going to become a mage and fix all of this. He's definitely repaying his father for all his hard work and will take care of his sister. Just like that, he gets into a magical institution, but the discrimination against him because of his social standing is simply too much. Now, how will Mofan tackle this? Number 7. Reincarnated as a sword. Remember that time I got reincarnated as a sword? Well, now we have an anime where the protagonist is reincarnated as a sword. That's right, look how far we have come. Isekai genre has already started turning its protagonists into inanimate objects. As for the protagonist in question, he used to be a Japanese guy who suddenly appeared in the middle of a forest in a fantasy world. For some reason, he is unable to recall much about his past, but after he saves a sweet little cat girl from a dire situation, he teams up with her so that they can make a mark on this world. Number 6. Parallel World Pharmacy. Parallel World Pharmacy tells the story of a man who dedicates every fiber of his being to further strengthen mankind's knowledge of medicine. He lost his little sister to a tumor back when they were kids. Unfortunately, he couldn't do anything as he saw the doctors give up on her. At that moment, he made the decision to never give up on searching for a medical solution, ever. However, no one can keep up that kind of work ethic for an indefinite period of time. As a 31-year-old medical researcher, he dies of overwork, only to then wake up in a medieval fantasy world as the son of a family of doctors named Pharma. He has the latest medical knowledge, and he has also been granted the powers of medicine god. Now, how shall Farmer go about achieving his dream of building the perfect pharmacy? Alright guys, a quick question for you. What is the best isekai anime you watched this year? Yep, share your favorite isekai animes of the year. It'll help me out with future videos. Also, like and subscribe, it's always appreciated. Well then, let's get back to the list. Number 5. The Ambition of Oda Nobunaga. Now guys, if you have ever heard anything about the history of Japan, you might have also heard about the man named Oda Nobunaga. His ambition was to unite all of Japan under one ruler, an important figure indeed, especially for a high school student named Yoshiharu Sagara, who is addicted to a game called Nobunaga's Ambition. But then, one day, he finds himself right in the middle of a battlefield in the Sengoku period. Plus, the legendary Hideyoshi Toyotomi gets himself killed while trying to save Yoshiharu, and because of his death, history was no longer going to be the same. Be that as it may, he soon finds out that the reality he is right now isn't even the past. It's an alternate Japan where all of the most important feudal lords are irresistible girls instead of gross old men. Number 4. I'm a spider, so what? It was on just another normal day at a certain Japanese high school. Students were yawning, laughing, and chilling, but then a sudden mysterious catastrophe struck and killed everyone. Fortunately, a few of them are lucky enough to be reincarnated as nobles or even royalty, except one girl who is now just a weak spider. It sucked big time for her, but once she realized that this world has an RPG system, she starts defeating weak monsters to level up and grow stronger. A cute fantasy anime about a spider girl, if I must say. Number 3. The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. This is the story of how the world's greatest assassin was betrayed and killed by the very organization that raised him. However, a goddess ends up taking note of his skill. She gives him a chance to be reborn and also orders him to kill the world's hero. He accepts the offer and is reborn as the eldest son of a family of assassins. His father teaches him sorts of techniques that are different from what he learned in his previous life, and he soon also develops his talent for magic. However, his enemy was the hero himself. How will he be able to defeat him? Number 2. Grimgar, Ashes and Illusions. Here we have the tale of a group of people who suddenly woke up in the harsh world of Grimgar without any recollection of their past or how they got there. Furthermore, they now have to survive somehow using their lackluster skills. The stronger ones band together to form their own party, while the weak ones are all left out. They are basically leftovers, and among them is our main character named Haruhiro. They know that if they die, it's the end, and so from there on out, their struggle to survive in this harsh world begins. I'd say if you want to break from overpowered main characters, Grimgar should be on your watch list.
夢は弓よりも剣型のスキルを覚えることにしたらしい。今だ。バックスタブ。
Number 1. Uncle from Another World. Okay guys, time for the most unusual anime on our list. So basically, a boy named Takafumi has an uncle who has been in a coma for the past 17 years. But then one day, he finally regains his consciousness and starts spouting out all sorts of nonsense about how he was living in a fantasy world all this time. However, he then uses magic spells and lifts a cup of water in the air. Seeing this, Takafumi is infatuated. He teams up with his uncle and together they start a YouTube channel to demonstrate his magical abilities. Guys, I'm telling you, if you take one anime from this list to watch later, this anime should be it. Just a few episodes and you'll understand exactly why I put it on this list. Alright, that's all folks. These were a few of the Isekai animes that you should be watching next. What do you guys think of these animes? Have you watched them or are you planning on watching them? Share your thoughts in the comment section down below. Press that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and leave a comment saying I subscribed and I'll personally reply to your comment. Well then, I'll see you guys on my next video.